find your way to the mine entrance. Our spies tell us that there you'll find the main ore processing machine.
Not me!
The blast
Not
from
me!
destroying that
Shoot the
machine
boy!
is the only thing powerful enough to take down the mine. They're close to Droid Town.
Thank you, Colonel Alloy. I totally heard like at least 1/4 of the words you just said. Welcome back to Metal Arms Glitch in the System. This is part 2. Last time we got sent into the mines, against our own will, of course, but, you know, shit happens. And now we're here. We're in the mines with these really beautiful looking crystals fighting off against the enemies, which are quite a bit easier on the easy difficulty compared to normal mode. To be fair, it was never really they were never super intelligent. What made them difficult, it was just the fact that they did a fuck ton of damage and you can barely avoid it. But now, they still do some damage, but not quite as much. But fortunately, this game has very frequent checkpoints, as I'm going to keep mentioning, because holy shit, a lot of games from this time period were not so generous with the checkpoints. This is one of our first vehicles. You can only use the alt fire with this. I tried using the primary fire, it doesn't do anything. You have to use the alt fire. Fortunately, though, you don't really have to interact with a lot of the combat. What's funny is that even though this is a combat-focused game, if I wanted to, I could simply find the exit and just get the fuck out. Like, I don't remember where the exit is, so I'm gonna have to go find it, but I don't have to kill anyone. I can literally just, oh, there it is, that's the exit, and just get out. Come on, get out. Is there anything in here that I might need? Yep, that's a shield, I believe, and some more collectibles. I'm not gonna have quite as much money as I would like, but as you can see, boom, I'm done with that section. Look at this. Now I'm on to the next part of the level. You don't really have to kill guys arbitrarily, or, wait a second. I've gone backwards. Yep, okay. My bad, I realize I've gone backwards, but point still stands though. I do not have to kill them. Like, I can just run across, like, let's get back in our little ship. If I can, that is. Come on, I have to go into the back. Come on. Activate it, thank you. And now we can go back, and we actually, as I said, we don't have to fight anyone. At least I don't think we do. I just have to make sure I find the right section of level design. So let's try not to go back on ourselves again. So this is where we came from. No, this is new. Look at all this water. This is new. Checkpoint. Yep, that's how we know. Now, does the water kill me? I am a robot after all. Oh, okay. It does drain your health. It kind of acts like how lava would in any... Well, speaking of which, this game does have lava. Why did I ditch my vehicle, actually? Well, because it's not the smoothest. I said earlier that they control well. They do, but it does kind of make the level feel a little more claustrophobic than it really needs to, because I really wish the FOV was a little higher. I get that it's a console game, and it's a console exclusive, too. But still, I really do wish the camera was just a little more zoomed out. I'm not sure if there's a way to zoom it out, though. I've tried hitting select, or, you know, the button I've mapped to select, of course, and, no, nothing. Rune Viking Warlord, I'm going to reference that. Every time I play a third-person shooter on the PS2, I'm going to reference that. Even though that game's not even a shooter. That game lets you adjust the distance of the camera relative to your character, so why not here? I mean, I don't think there's anything in the settings. No. So, damn, that's just how the camera's gotta be. That's unfortunate, but you know what? This is our shop. I don't think I'll be able to afford anything because I haven't really been killing as many guys as I'd like to. Listen to these guys.
Hey there, sport. We're the border droids. You can call me Shady, and this here is Mr. Pockets. Don't ask why I call him that. Let's just say he could go blind. Capiche? At any rate, we're purveyors of the finest in underground trade. Your one-stop shop for weapons, ammo, and other assorted gadgets. Hey, if you bring the washes, we'll bring the goods. Top of the line, this rock.
Okay, and this is where we get to purchase a whole bunch of stuff. Each slot has multiple things that you can buy, as you can see, scatter blaster, rocket launcher. I'm not going to buy the rocket launcher because we actually end up getting one.
Of course I keep a supply of all your favorite ammunition on hand.
Because we end up getting one for free later on. Don't ask how I know. This right here is basically your shotgun, and you know what I'm going to do? I'm actually going to go ahead and buy it. It's pretty expensive, but I think it's worth it.
Cash or charge? You are a wise man not to pass that up. Pleasure doing business with you.
Hey, come back anytime. Thanks for shopping, Bonham. What the fuck? Can you stop shooting at me? Was I taking damage the whole time? Well, no, I wasn't, obviously, because I'd be dead by now. But that was pretty funny. Just imagining myself getting shot in the back every 2 seconds while buying things. That's humorous thought. Let's go down here. I think that's where we have to progress. I don't remember. Yep, checkpoint. Any announcements I have to listen to and I have to be quiet so you guys can hear it? Probably not. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it anyway, because again, the audio mixing isn't great. I think in this section, you don't really have to focus. This is basically our shotgun, as I said. As you can see, it does quite a bit of damage. But you do have to be relatively accurate. There you go. I don't think there's much of a combat focus in this section, though. I believe the main thing you have to do is to go ahead and destroy a couple central units, which essentially control the... Is this it? Oh, can you fuck off? Can you stop existing, please? I said that weird. Can you stop? Thank you. You have to destroy a bunch of things so that the gears on the inside, there's this like grinding mechanism that just kills you if you touch it. If you go ahead and disable it, you can move, you can traverse through that section successfully without getting murdered. So let's go ahead and blow all this shit up, of course. So I should probably be using a different weapon, one that isn't limited in ammunition. Yeah, let's use this one. Shoot, 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 and at some point, there you go, that's exploded. But we're not done. I'm pretty sure if we go in there, we'll still die. So I have just one more thing or a few more things left to destroy, and then we'll be good. So let's just go down here and check. I think it's over on the other side. Is it? Because there was a very large structure that I noticed that, yeah, it's got to be this thing. Let's just go ahead and shoot it up. Whoa. Checkpoint, which means we've made some progress. Now we can go ahead, get on the elevator, and then we can move through without getting grinded up into a million pieces. Check this out. And we even get a little bit of health. Come on. Thank you. Don't know how that still doesn't hurt me, to be honest, but hey, I'll take it. And now I can just keep on moving through. These giant... That looks like a mouth. That's pretty funny. Let's switch over to an actual weapon now. Yep, our machine gun. And let's see what else we can do with these guys, apart from shooting them in the face. So what about, I've talked about the art direction. The music, very typical, like, electronic with these heavy industrial parts as well, with the metal riffs. Very common for the time, nothing really too special. I think the main theme is very catchy, very memorable. I've already got it stuck in my head, you know, dun, 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 dun. You know, it's already in there. And it's gonna be there forever, probably, you know? Gotta give them props for that. It's really easy to write that kind of catchy melody with those particular intervals, but works well. I have no idea what this is. I know what this is. It gives you super speed. We gotta go fast. Gotta go fast. Yeah, now I'm a lot faster. Just gotta make sure to shoot these guys in the face, as opposed to any other part of the body. I've made that joke twice already. Once in my Max Payne playthrough. Go check that one out as well. I spent a lot of time on it, and I think I might be spending some time on this game too, because I checked on the wiki page that it has like 40-something levels, which is just fucking ridiculous, because each level is like almost a full part of this series. So, oops, I guess we're gonna be here for quite some time, you know, but I'm not gonna stop it halfway through or anything, because that would be unprofessional of me. Really, there's nothing that annoys me more than like when a YouTuber like starts, especially one that has like good commentary. I'm not saying the commentary here is good necessarily, but if you like it, you know, it'd be a shame if you didn't get more of it, right? So I'm not gonna end this series just awkwardly. Aha! This is the area where we get introduced to another mechanic of the game. It's called the Det Pack, I believe. What is it? Well, det. What could that stand for? Detonation. That means we're going to be blowing shit up. Of course we are. Such a cool action game. Really, I think we're missing this kind of third-person shooter now. Not in terms of the gameplay necessarily. There's plenty of games that still play like this, or at least close enough. Stylistically, though, that's the thing. I really miss when games had this very interesting blend of being kind of serious and gritty, but also not being serious at all, if that makes sense. Like, for example, this game doesn't really take itself seriously, but I feel like the world does a good enough job at feeling kind of a little bit dark, if that makes sense, so that I want to be a part. Yeah, you need a det pack, as you can see. So let's go ahead and find it. I have no idea where the det packs are, to be honest. Last time I came here, I just had them. Oh, I really hope I don't have to backtrack now to get, like, I don't know. We're just going to have to go down and see. There's all this lava. Try not to get fucking killed by it. Gee, come on, get out. Get out of the lava. Platforming, please, work. Oh no, the game is going to go into shitty game mode for a few... Now it's good game again. There you go. Now we're in good game mode again. As we all know, shitty games and good games are actually made intentionally. And game designers will very carefully distribute the amount of shitty and goodness between different parts of their games to make for an interesting combination. You know, it's just like in every other kind of art. You want to make some mistakes on purpose, otherwise it feels a little bit too inhuman. So that right there was a little bit of a shitty game part. But fortunately now we're back to the good game part. So we gotta make sure to have more good game than not good game. Now how do I think this is where I get the det pack. No? Oh my god, am I gonna have to... I mean, I will do a little cut to when I actually have them, but I remember last time I just came here and I just had the dead packs on me. I'm not sure if I missed them somewhere else. I mean, we can always backtrack and find them, but that'd be really unfortunate if I have to go back just for the sake of... this is a completely different area, isn't it? Oh, they might have been over here and I might have just forgotten them. Let's see. Maybe over here? You know, who's willing to bet that, like, there's somewhere in some, like, offshoot corridor that I just somehow missed and I don't know how that even happened? You know what? I bet they were in here. Yeah. Yeah, I'm a fucking idiot. They were right here. In fact, didn't I jump into there? Why didn't I pick them up? Doesn't matter. Now I have the dead packs. We can go back. No need for cuts. We can just move forward. You know, I am very pleased with the evolution of the series and how much less reliant I've been on cuts and jumping and crossfades and stuff like that. Not to say I don't do it at all. If I have to, because I get interrupted or something happens to the game crashes or something like that, I'm sure I'll use it to make the playthrough smoother. But I'm happy that I don't, like, have to basically... I used to do this thing where I would just stop talking for a while and just kind of take a break and then go back into the commentary, then I'd, you know, crossfade that, and you can totally tell it just breaks up the flow, and I don't know. I really am glad that I don't do that anymore. Like, now I'm just much more consistent with my commentary. Just don't ever shut the fuck up. And now we have a little cutscene.
Rockets, who's boss? Now get your little rusted butt back to the command center on the double.
And that was the, I believe, second overall level of the game. Now we're going to be moving on to the third stage, Cleanup, Droid Town. That's where we're at. I believe this was one of those clear out all areas type mission where you have to just do a whole bunch of shooting. What else could you possibly be doing?
Crude oil, son. Duty calls. Particularly vile grunt by the name of Flax and a bunch of his cronies managed to escape the mines and are tearing ass through Droid Town. Well, it's payback time, and you're the droid sporting the checkbook. Now destroy those mills before they get out of Droid Town and reveal its location. And make sure no innocent droids are harmed. Once your mission is complete, get your little nut bucket back to the command center.
Exactly as I suspected. This is the kind of mission where you essentially just have to secure an area. You fight a bunch of guys, they're dead, and then they die. They die and then they're dead, and then you have nothing left to do until you find another set of guys to shoot again. And it's very straightforward, but this is the kind of place where the more open-ended level design gets to shine. What do I mean by more open-ended? Well, I could just stay on the ground and continue shooting these guys in the face, or in the back in this case. Let's get some ammo, actually. Thank you. But I could also run all the way over here, out of harm's way, jump on this bounce pad, and oh, look at that, a secret chip. That's cool, that unlocks a little more content, but something even better. Later on in this level, we will be able to acquire something using one of those bounce pads that you typically have to pay for. You know, because that's how this game works. You have, like, you get sections where you basically get ripped off, because it's like, you know, why would you pay for the thing when you just find it for free? Well, I think it's actually not necessarily a bad thing in terms of game design, but because it does give the less observant players a chance to become better equipped either way. But we're definitely going to want to take advantage of our curiosity here and find, look at that, look at all this stuff. This isn't what I'm talking about, but it's still going to be quite useful. What is this? That's just more grenades. Because yes, you have grenades, of course, as you would have in this kind of game. Are we done with the enemies? No, there's still a couple more that they haven't taken care of, because I'm actually not alone here. I got all of my buddies. Well, keep in mind, friendly fire is very much a real thing.
Sector is secure. Let's move on.
I don't know if your allies can shoot you, but you definitely can shoot them, and you have no idea how many of them I've accidentally killed with the grenades that I have, and even the rocket launcher that you acquire later on. So let me see if I can... No. We have to keep moving through here and use the... Oh, you need a I don't have it? Okay, I guess we're just going to have to keep... I guess one of them drops it or something. because we just have to keep shooting these guys. But yeah, this is when the game gets pretty chaotic, because you essentially have very little cover and a bunch of guys just shooting everywhere, and it becomes very difficult to really try and find a balance. That's why you really want to, I recommend if you're playing this game, just start it on easy mode. Don't jump into it directly on the normal difficulty, because I've restarted so many fucking times, you know. Fortunately, you can do that because the checkpoints are very plentiful.
We need a det pack out here stat. The Sector 4 tunnel is blocked.
Okay, now do I have my det packs? No, I still don't. Where do I find them? I guess the game's gonna tell. Oh, look, there's some health over there.
Here, use this det pack to clear the way.
Want some help?
Thanks, but I want the health.
I'll cover you.
Thank you. I love how he just said, you need some help? Well, you got it anyway. These guys are great, honestly.
Roger that. On
I love their little interactions. Like, these robots have more personality than actual people in the real world.
I'll follow.
Yeah, you.
You know, I was expecting a little more from that sound effect, but either way, hey look, we have another shop. Let's go ahead and...
Glitchy, my man!
You know, I don't actually have that much money. I don't know if I'll be able to buy any of these things. Let's see, as you can see...
Bottom line, this rocket launcher is one of the best series ever made. And I know it's been used a little, but it comes with a no misfire guarantee.
Why would I need it? I can just find one. Let's see... Oh, jeez.
That is one of my favorites.
That is so fucking expensive, though. There's no way I can afford that.
Of course I keep a supply. Of course I keep a supply. Ah, an excellent choice. You are a wise man, not the past. Very happy. Oh, you know, that's on sale today.
You know what? I guess I'll buy just some of this because, you know...
Cash or charge?
I don't really find a lot of ammo for that particular gun. These guys are great, too. I love how how sketchy they seem. You know, I've always been a fan of the sleazy market, like, you know, tradesman type character in a game where they're like selling you stuff and you know you're probably getting ripped off, but you kind of like them anyway. Oh, fuck. Okay, with these guys, you really don't want to mess with them too much. You just want to stay back and let your friends take care of everything. Here's what you want to be doing in this part of the level. First, you want to go and find some health, because that's great. There you go. And you also want to try and find another one of those boost pads. Now, why do we want to find another one of those boost pads, or I guess bounce pads? So we can go over here, and then over here, and check this out. No, that's not where we have to go. The game will yell at you to not go there too soon because we haven't helped out enough. What we really have to do is find another one of them, of those bounce pads, and find the rocket launcher, because it's so close. You know, it's ridiculously close to where we are right now. It's not this area. Let me see if I can find it. I found it. It was hidden right... Oh, no, don't fall back down. I found it, though. It's right behind the start of the section. That was a little bit rude. Whatever. I found it. Now I can just disconnect real quick and bada boom. I have my rocket launcher. It looks suspiciously similar to the one from Quake 3, doesn't it? I mean, again, this was the time when these kind of games were like the bridge. They're that bridge between like a third-person version of Quake and Unreal before Unreal actually went third-person for a game, Unreal Championship 2, and Gears of War, right? It's that bridge type game. But anyway, this is the actual exit to the level, though. We're going to go ahead and jump over here and then jump over here, and we are now moving on to the next part of the stage. Hopefully this episode hasn't gone on for too long now. But regardless, we got to keep moving. Ooh, look at that. Get some more health. Now my health bar is longer. Now this section is a real bitch. You really want to be aware of splash damage because there's plenty of it. Including, it can also affect your allies. You can totally murder most of them accidentally if you're not careful. So you just want to stay here and just kind of shoot people from the... Oh, fuck. And you can also accidentally shoot yourself because, of course, splash damage is a very real thing with this thing. It's, again, this is basically just Quake logic. Like, I'm just playing Quake. Kind of. But not, except with way more hit scan than normal. Where will this take me? Over on this rooftop where we'll collect some health, thank God. And yeah, basically you just keep fighting like it were a... Oh, man, you know, the explosions are really satisfying. I love games where you just blow the fuck out of robots. I feel like it's almost more rewarding than shooting humans, you know, because humans are kind of spongy and squishy. But robots, they go crunchy, munchy, and it's great. You know, it's really explosive, really fun. And you can put a bunch of them on the screen and keep the game's age rating low, so little Billy can play it too. Well, assuming that the console can take it, to be fair. Come on, don't you... Stop fucking dipping, you dick. There you go, boom. Actually, I think those are invincible, those vehicles. I think the only option to disable something like this is to simply kill the guy inside... Oh, actually, no, I don't think they're invincible, come to think of it. Just a hunch, so let's try and take these guys out. Boom, use that splash damage. Use that splash damage to take out multiple guys. I'm basically just using Quake and Unreal terminology, because that's what this is. Kind of. This is a shield. We got a little helper dude, too. I think he acts as a turret. I'm not sure. Where do we have to go from here? I don't remember, actually. Oh, no. It's this... Oh, okay, well, actually, I don't have to remember, because there's more guys. Now, I think at this point, there's this really tall dude who shows up. I think he's the guy that was referenced in the opening cutscene. Who, not the opening cutscene for the game, but just for the mission, who was particularly difficult to take down, but hopefully with my equipment, I won't have too much of a problem. Now, am I? Now, let's just see how long it takes for him to actually show up. You know, you ever play a game, and there's just something about, like, the art direction and the way it looks and sounds and stuff, that's basically what the art direction is, that reminds you of a different game that it has nothing to do with. For some reason right now, looking at these colors... I have no ammo, I just realized. Looking at these colors and this music, I have the image of this racing game in my head. No shit, I love racing games. It's called Room Zoom. I might do a Focus on Beyond at some point. I say might because it's not that special. It's nostalgic as hell, but...
That's the elite grunt glitch, commander of the grunt units. Watch out for his melee attack.
It's like the elite from Halo, except not at all, because he's piss easy. Well, actually, they're pretty easy, too. Well, it depends on the difficulty you play on. You know, I've actually never really understood the, what would you call it, difficulty culture in gaming, where a lot of people consider stuff like, for example, heroic difficulty in Halo to be basically an easy mode. Or even the people who made the game... That was easy. Even the people who made the game, Bungie, they claim that, oh, normal is... just,
Nice
easy.
work, kid. You did good.
What did you expect? It was just warming up.
Well, let's not break out the joy lube just yet. You've still got a lot of work to do. That mill bastard Vlax escaped. If he gets the location of Droid Town to corrosive, we'll be up to our gaskets in trouble. Our intelligence indicates that our crap basket mill buddy is probably heading for the mill crater compound on the far side of Dimbar Chasm in the wastelands. You're going to have to stop him, kiddo.
I just fixed me a captured mill vehicle called a RAT, Rapid Armored Transport. It'll get us to the compound toot sweet.
Nice one, Gramps. You, Junior, and the Pooch get in the rat and stop that damn grunt. I'll transmit more orders when you reach the compound. Now move your axle.
I really need to stop starting a bot when I know the game's gonna start a cutscene. Anyway, yeah, by the way, based on that cutscene, that means we're gonna have a vehicle section coming up next. But either way, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, basically, like, even the guys who made Halo admit that, for example, normal mode is easy for people who are too embarrassed to pick normal. Which I just don't agree with, because I've played Halo on normal, and it's not super hard, but it's definitely not, like, easy. And easy is, you can die a couple times too, whatever. Maybe I'm just absolutely terrible at these games. That is a complete possibility, but you know what? I'm still having fun. And this has been part 2 of Metal Arms Glitch in the System. I'll see you guys with part 3. See you then.